Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Pinoy Abroad. I'm heading to work now, so I just wanted to start another vlog here and start a topic because this is also important for those who are new to the States. I think this is something you might want to know. For those who have been here for a long time now, you probably know this already. But this topic is about experience. This is very important, guys, especially nowadays, because a lot of companies nowadays require experience on their applicants. Back in the days, they barely require experience, although, you know, some certain companies require them, but still there's a lot of companies that would not require them. It's kind of ironic if you think about it. Some companies would not hire applicants if they didn't have experience, because how are you going to get the experience if they're not going to give you the experience, you know? So in order for you to be able to land a job easily, you need to put it in your resume that you have this type of experience, depending on the kind of job that you're applying for. And let's say you're a nurse, let's say you're an engineer, let's say you're a teacher or something like that. Then if you've had experience in the Philippines or somewhere else, put it on your resume, and how long of an experience have you had. Also put it on your resume if you know, they wanted specifics. So what did you do in your previous job? Because they wanted to see if those things relate to the job that you're applying for, you know. And not all nurses are the same. Some nurses are more experienced in med-surg, some are not. Some are more experienced in ICU, some are more experienced in OR. Not necessarily that if you're a nurse that works in the OR for a long time, that doesn't make you fully qualified in med-surg, although because you've had school and most of the things that you should know as a nurse is being tackled in school already. That gives you an edge as far as applying for a job. But certain hospitals, certain companies will look for experience. I'll give you an example. I tried to apply for OR before. I've had experience in the OR in the Philippines, but that hospital that I applied for asked me for experience in the OR, and I told them I had experience a few years ago, and they said they needed me to have experience recently, and that experience had to be done here in the States. And so they required me to go or to undergo like a training in the OR for 6 months. I didn't take that, obviously, because I didn't have time for it. But just to tell you, you know, some companies will require those things. Some companies will give you experience. Some companies will hire new grads, you know, fresh graduates, and you know, even back then, guys, even back then when nurses were so scarce here in the States, they would hire nurses who are in school still, that are about to take their board exams, or a freshly graduated nursing student who has not taken his board exam or something. They would hire them provided that they take the board exam within a year and pass it. And that was back then when things were so in demand. But now that things are less in demand, then you have to like boost your edge by getting the experience that you need, getting all the knowledge that you need. Sometimes companies would require to have you to have a certain degree. Like if you're nursing, they'd require you to have BSN, especially hospitals nowadays. They don't nowadays hospitals are very reluctant to hire nurses that are associate graduates. They need them to be at least BSN. So education is also very important. And by the way, I'll be talking to you guys more about that once I get to work, once I get my break, because I'm pretty close now. So just stay tuned. Go to Hy-Vee. There's a really close Hy-Vee around this area here where I work. I'm gonna go there to grab my lunch, or I suppose it's my dinner, and then be talking more about what we talked earlier. We're here at Hy-Vee, guys. I'm a little bit hungry here. Yes. Alright, heading back to work. I just got my food here. No dine-ins today because COVID cases are high again. Eating my dinner. By the way, this food is really good. So as I was saying, guys, with regards to experience, you might want to really gain as much experience as you can, because experience is just as important as education. Matter of fact, they pay you based on your experience. So the more experience you have, the higher the rate you'll start with. So just an example, I have a friend that works in Dubai in a long time. He was a nurse there for like 6 years or so. He came to the States, he got a job at the hospital. When you get a job at the hospital, they start you off on like a base rate. So let's say their base rate is, just an example, it's not real, okay? Just an example, let's say their base rate is $38. All right, just say each year experience is approximately $2 increase. So 6 times 2 plus your $38 is what you get as your pay. Just an example. So that's how you get paid, based on your experience. And then if you work evenings, sometimes you get another bonus, which is an evening differential of sometimes $2-3 per hour. That's for nurses. With other profession, it's pretty much the same. If you have good experience, even if it's outside United States or somewhere here in the United States, if you have good experience, then that adds up to your rate, which is really important, which is why it's really important to get experience. Now, some would ask, can I get a job even though I don't have experience? Well, if you met most of the criteria, if you're a new grad, if you're a newly board passer, yes, you can still get a job. It's just that with the competition right now, companies will prefer those ones with experience over someone who doesn't have the experience. So you'll be at the last in line to be picked when it comes to a job interview. But it's not impossible. There's still a lot of people who do not have experience who get a job, you know. Now another question is, how much experience do you need? How much experience do I need? I would say the more the better, but you don't necessarily have to have experience if you don't have it, if you can't have it at the moment. I'm just saying that when you have more experience, the better it is for you, because that's where they're going to base your rate pay. But yeah, not absolutely necessary, but it's very important. Alright guys, so that's all I can say about experience. I hope you learned something about this video today,
And if you are a visitor to my channel, please consider subscribing by hitting the bell button so I can notify on my next videos. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and also share this video with whoever you think this video will be helpful with. Okay, also let me know whatever videos you want me to make in the future. If you have any questions or any comments, please ask away. Type them down below in the comment section. I'll be happy to make new videos for you guys. All right, as always take care and stay safe. I'll see you on my next videos. Peace out.